Abdul, his hands all twisted and dry like old tree roots, sat on his swinging cot, creaking back and forth. Age had written stories on his face, lines from a life of hard work and raising good kids. But those stories seemed sad now, filled with loneliness. His own children, the ones he'd built a whole life for, didn't even visit anymore. It wasn't always like this. Abdul used to be a carpenter, the best in town. The sound of his hammer, tapping, filled their house with happiness, along with the sweet smell of fresh wood. He built their cradles, their toy boxes overflowing with dreams, even the houses they lived in now. But times changed. Abdul's hands, once strong and steady, started to shake. His children, busy with their own lives in the big city, forgot about him. They moved him to this small, broken house on the edge of town, and then, silence. One hot afternoon, the sun beating down like a hammer, a little girl named Alia wandered onto Abdul's porch. Tears streamed down her face as she clutched a worn-out book, a special family treasure filled with stories written by Abdul's own father. A naughty gust of wind had snatched it away, sending it flying into the branches of the old neem tree. Seeing her cry, a forgotten warmth bloomed in Abdul's heart. He couldn't climb trees like he used to, but his mind was still sharp. He rummaged through his dusty toolbox and came out with a rope, a strong hook, and a grin on his face. With surprising skill for his age, he built a special hook on a stick, just like something from a pirate story. Then, with Alia's help, they threw the hook towards the book. It snagged on a branch, then another, until finally, with Alia's excited shout, the book came tumbling down. Relief washed over her face as she held the book close. Alia started visiting Abdul every day. She'd tell him about school, her dreams of becoming a teacher, and Abdul would listen patiently, sharing his own stories and wisdom. He even began teaching her carpentry, her small hands clumsy but full of determination. Alia, in turn, filled Abdul's lonely life with laughter and joy. One day, a fancy car pulled up. Abdul's heart thumped. Could it be his children, finally coming to see him? But to his surprise, it was Alia's parents, worried on their faces. They'd heard about their daughter's new friend and, remembering stories of a lonely old man on the edge of town, figured it out. Abdul, his voice steady, explained everything. He showed them the little birdhouse they were building together, its imperfections filled with a new kind of pride. As they listened to Alia chatter excitedly about Uncle Abdul, her parents' faces softened. Shame flickered in their eyes. Before leaving, Alia's father put a hand on Abdul's shoulder, his voice thick with regret. "Uncle Abdul," he said, "we were wrong. We forgot the value of family, of the man who built our lives. Thank you for showing Alia the love we failed to give. We hope you can forgive us." Alia's mother joined in, tears welling up. "We'd love for you to come back home, Uncle Abdul. We have a spare room, and Alia needs your guidance more than ever." Abdul, overwhelmed with mixed feelings, could only nod. He looked at Alia, her face beaming with joy. In that moment, he knew this wasn't just a happy ending for him, but a lesson for his children, a reminder that true wealth isn't money or things, but the love and time we share with family. As they drove away, Abdul knew his life would never be the same. The swinging cot might still creak, but now it would creak with the melody of laughter and love, a song for a life well lived, filled with family once again.